What is up, everybody? GA Techman here, and I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to play as the Wraith in Evolve. Okay, this is a stealthy creature where you're just basically, the only thing you're trying to do is hit and run. But there's ways you need to do that. I would not even try to make contact until you are at least one last little bit away from being 3, if not actually when you get to 3, because you're very vulnerable. So I will walk you through step by step how to win as the Wraith. So welcome to the game. Basically right here is the most vital part. Right now, as you saw on that last screen, what I was going up against. I was going up against Hank and not Maggie. Maggie has Daisy, and Daisy tracks you down. So right now, what I'm doing is diverting. So I'm going to go off to the left here and leave footprints going off to the left. So now they think I'm back here. Now watch me, I'm going to switch to sneak mode and climb up this rock. So now they know I'm over by that factory area, and I keep my map pulled up, that way I know where I've been, where to go, and how to circle. So first thing I do is I like to sneak, divert, and kind of like plan out exactly what I'm going to do. So I look at the map here, I see it's a nice big circle, which is good for me, with a couple open areas for good contact. And basically your first few steps is just hunt. You gotta find as much food and kill and eat it as fast as possible before you make contact at all. So that's gonna be your biggest trick. Honestly, as the Wraith, I would not like attack anything big. I'd go for all the small little animals down there to try to evolve up to be level 3. Like, now obviously this acid pit, I didn't even know it just hurt you like this, so I just went through it. I thought I could fly over it, but you can't. So the Wraith floats, but he does not float over water. That's another thing. So as you'll start watching throughout this little clip, all I do really is I run circles around the map, and I'm hunting for these little guys. Now this works for the Kraken as well. Your best bet as the Kraken is, obviously I do the movement speed upgrade when you pick your upgrades, your perk. So all I do right now in these early stages, if they have Daisy, it doesn't matter if you leave footprints, but always do the movement speed, because if I contact them, I can get away faster than they can chase me. That's why you do the movement speed. Plus I can sneak faster than they can, as fast as I can walk, sorry. So the whole point of this section here is to be moving constantly, walking around in circles, like big loops. Like I loop around the entire map. That way they have to chase me all the way around the map and they don't know which way I'm going to go. And that's the best strategy. Now if you're the Goliath, obviously it's going to be a little different. You're going to be trying to just run straight across the map, get to the other side as far away as possible, eat. When you see them, run to the other side again, eat, and then you just kind of play it's almost like Red Rover. Now, right here, I'm using my smell, which is by pressing R3, and I saw that first contact, which is the red bar. I'm trying to run, and I got trapped right here. So my strategy here was to hide and ambush, which is how you play the Wraith in contact. Now, what I didn't realize was he pulled down the shield because he thought I was gone. And I should have pounced, because when you pounce on him, so you're hiding, and you press R2 to attack on PlayStation, you'll jump on him and hit him until you're shot off. So, but that was the hunter, and if the hunter throws up a shield, or a force field, or arena around you, the only way to get rid of it is either time, he takes it down, or you kill him, or incapacitate him. So right there, I quickly made use of my stealth, and jumped out of the bush there on top of him, and incapacitated him, and got out of there. And I'm still hunting down food. Now right here, I believe I killed the last one before I need to evolve. Yes, alright, so best way to do this really is just to move, because they obviously are on my tail right now because I just killed, like, incapacitated one of them, which slowed them down just a little bit. But I'm constantly moving. Notice how I haven't stopped moving at all this game. That's because the more you move, the harder it is for them to track you. Now right here I switched to, no, I'm still not in stealth mode, but they're so far behind me and I'm moving plus 10% speed. And I'm trying to get up. This area is a good spot to evolve, because there's rock coverage on my side and I can go one of two ways to get out of here. Now when evolving this thing, you just make sure you know to go with your stealthy moves there. So the first evolution, you really want to be able to like get in and get out. That's why I did my abduction and my cloaking or cloning, and I did the I can't remember what, supernova. I did that one because if I'm stuck in a contact mode, I want to be able to hit them fast and scare them away from me a little bit. That way I can have my space. So for the next couple minutes, just observe how I move around this map and only eat, and I'll talk to you guys in a second. Okay, so we're about to evolve for a third time here, okay? And as you'll notice, there's the assault coming up on my right. I'm not too worried because he's all alone. Now right here, honestly, you could have attacked him, but it would have taken too long and everybody else would have caught up, so I decided to run. That's really a judgment call. I didn't know where the other guys were, so I just moved on. Now, when you're in this part of the game, you're about to evolve for your third time. This is the most vital part. You don't want to make any contact until you evolve a third time. But obviously I'm being tailed very closely and leaving footprints. So, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to diverge him. So up here, see how I'm going right, or to the, looks like I'm going to continue right, right? I enter sneak mode and back up to the left. So now he thinks I'm going around that rock to the right, but really I'm going around to the left and continuing left, so he doesn't know where I am. And I'm going to evolve in the same spot I did last time. So, your strategy here is, after you evolve again, well, you don't want to be too close to the rock, as you'll see right here, because it'll push me back away from it. So, you're going to have to go back to the power relay. This is going to be your main conflict, and it's very vital to play it the way I do here. So, obviously, I'm going to upgrade more points. I'm going to go for more power with that supernova there. I tried for the abduction, it didn't work out for me later on, as you'll see in a second, but everything else was at a 2 there, because your abduction is a really good move, because especially for this final battle, because no matter what, you're going to make conflict here, because everybody's going there. So before you go in, make sure you eat up and build up that shield so that you're not completely vulnerable. So you can see the power relay up there, and I'm assuming everybody's there, which is not always safe to do. Don't forget to press R3 to use your smell, like your sense of smell, to find out where everybody is. So, little did I know the support was right above me, so I just kind of used my clone and backed out of there. But notice how I'm not going straight in for it. That's because my health bar right now is at a stage 2 Goliath. Or is that stage 2? It's like a stage 2 Kraken or something like that. It's a very weak health bar. Very low. The shield is like a stage 1 Goliath, okay? So that's why I don't want to go in there and fight like a Kraken or a Goliath. So I'm sitting here scouting out, figuring out where they all are. Now, I didn't realize that door would open, so I didn't use my clone, but I keep on throwing clones at the door to kind of take fire while I find other ways to sneak. Now, I'm staying on the outskirts for a reason. Now, I did get a little bold right here, and I paid for it, as you'll see here right now. That shield came down. I could have been outside of it, but I wasn't. That was a good move right there. You always want to pull him out. That's the medic. So, when you're in a combat situation like this, and it's the final one, obviously you want to go for your medic. Now, see how I ran in here, and there's 2 people? Well, that was not very smart, and I ended up paying for it. But that medic right there to my right, I immediately knock him out, which gives me the upper hand. See how he got singled out, and I went after him, and then this guy's alone, but I missed the grab. Now, if I'd hit that grab, I probably would have ended up winning, and I'm taking out all these guys while they're alone. Now, where's the support? I'm singling out everyone who's alone, because if it's a one-on-one against the Wraith, you're not going to win. So this guy's alone now, and I'm going to go... Oh, he's not alone anymore. So I send out my clone, and now I'm going to kill him real quick. Now, while people are down, if you hit them, it decreases their health a little bit, so they die faster, basically. Now, in this combat situation, you can see they're kind of separated a little bit and running further apart. So I'm singling out the one who's the weakest, because it'll be the quickest combat, and I can get out of there quickly. I still have almost full health, so I'm going to keep on going in there. I'm not too afraid. So I'm going to kill him as quick as possible because his pistol does do a considerable amount of damage. Now I'm going to hit the power relay because nobody's around, and I'm trying to draw this last guy in. They got a, what is that, minute to respawn. So that's a minute before they drop in. Now, the reason I hit that thing is because he has to come back and stop me from destroying it. Otherwise, I win. So I'm kind of staying at a distance, letting my clone go in there and take all the damage and eat up his shield, which he did nicely. So right here I'm using a combo of moves that are super powerful because I don't want to have to fight him with just my bare claws. And that's why, being a Wraith, you need to stay in the distance and stay hidden. That was the best way to contact them. And that's how you win as a Wraith. You gotta stay in the distance, target them out one by one, and don't go into the middle of a fight like you would with a Kraken or a Goliath. So I hope these tips and tricks help you, and I hope you can see and be successful as a Wraith. So, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe if you want to see more. Now after all this, make sure you watch the left side of the screen for a better idea of how I moved around the map, and you'll actually see how I moved around the map as opposed to how the other team moved around the map. So anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, and one last thing, I'm that little orange dot in case you didn't know already.